Hello and welcome to Launerin's Gamer Score.
And welcome to Corapod's Throwback Thursday.
So, what have you been playing this week?
Well, since it's Christmas, and as you can see, Santa Claus saved the Earth.
Okay, so let's jump right in. Right.
It's Christmas Eve.
Okay. Very, very impressed with the graphics at the moment.
What do you need at Christmas? You need a wicked witch.
It is very Christmassy. What are those creatures? What is that?
That's a reindeer. Santa is loading his sleigh.
I mean, I can see Santa. He's wearing red. He has a beard. I can see that. The reindeer, though.
Now we've gone back into Fairyland.
I'm focusing on the reindeer. There's supposed to be 8 of them, minimum.
They might have been off the screen.
They weren't. They were just 2 wooden monstrosities in front of a sleigh.
They might not be his mates. Might not be Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid. Oh my God, they fish fingers.
No, they are definitely hash browns.
Anyway, I didn't even finish my reindeer.
Okay, anyway, right. So, despite the fact that the graphics aren't brilliant, I have been playing a lot of PS4. So, we're gonna say that, you know, this is an old game. I think it's made by a company called Telegames. So, it's not even one of the big developers.
So what we're doing here is we're throwing snowballs and tomatoes, those Christmas fruits, at what appeared to be some kind of cheetah and a bluebird.
Well, I had a little look in the manual just before we recorded this. The big bluebirds are apparently floating heads. They're just heads.
What's that festive about that?
I don't know. I think the yellow things were just called hounds.
Okay. Right, so we're collecting little tokens: green ones, blue ones, and red. So green is common, blue are the not so common, and red are the really rare.
Yeah.
What are they worth?
See, this is another thing that I was reading in the manual. For some reason, rather than just going for actual values to give to the tokens, it's and it seems a bit backwards the way that they've done it as well. They say that the green tokens are worth 1/5 of the blue tokens, and the blue tokens are worth 1/5 of the red tokens, and then the red tokens are just the rarer ones. So none of them have actually got a value.
See, they could have had anything. They could have collected presents instead of tokens. There could be holly.
Oh yeah.
Could be chocolates.
They could have had anything. I mean, to be fair, he's supposed to be trying to get out of Fairyland or something, isn't he?
Yeah,
If
he's trying to
memory
save
serves
the
me.
Earth.
Yeah, saving the Earth by escaping Fairyland, which for some reason is made up of tiny snowballs.
And fish fingers.
Hash browns.
Fish fingers.
No, I'm still saying hash browns.
We're being a little bit harsh on it, but it's not very Christmassy apart from the fact it's got Santa in it.
Yeah, I mean...
Where's even the falling snow? And look, he's wielding a sack of presents.
Well, yeah, he's got to defend himself somehow. Give him a break. So, yeah, I mean... Like I say, it's a Christmas game. We are being a little bit harsh on it because it is essentially what is an indie game now.
When you say indie game,
it's like made by a small developer.
oh okay, yeah.
Like there's indie games at the minute that are made by like 1 or 2 people, and they're some of the like best-selling games of all time. I think a prime example at the moment is Undertale, which I think you'd really like if Or, well, you'd either really like or you'd really despise it. So, I want to see if I can get you playing that at some point.
I think not.
Fair enough.
Anyway, what I was going to say is, it's really annoying that when you die, because you have 3 lives, you have to go back and just complete exactly what you've already completed.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was because back in the day when games like this existed, they didn't have kind of like the memory available to do a kind of, oh, you've already completed this in this level kind of thing. They just had to start the level all over again from scratch.
But I'm just looking from my point of view, is from the technology we're on now, even going back to this, I think it should be, we're spoiled now, if that's the way to put it.
Oh yeah, like there's, because of save points and other various things and the ability to save wherever you want and then reload, games recently they've kind of taken the risk out of it. You're not so worried about keeping characters in games alive, and I think it's kind of ruined it a little bit, unless you're really terrible at games, and then it's made them a lot better.
So yes, anyway, I feel this could have been a lot more. So there's no falling snow, there's no presents, no reindeers, no anything.
Well, I mean, you've got Santa who is throwing snowballs at people. You have spike pits and spike traps. They're always Christmassy. We could just say they're icicles. I mean, I've got to say though, Santa, pretty nimble for a large bloke.
Yeah, an elderly large bloke.
Well, no, nobody ever said he was old. Nobody ever said he was old. He just looks old.
So this gives him the thingy to have a super jump. It's desperately trying to make him jump across to the other side.
Yeah. Like, it seems
I think it can, but as soon as you fall, that's it. That part's gone then. Because by the time you get back up to the top, it's gone.
Yeah.
See, look.
I mean, but the thing is, the spike's all there anyway, so I don't think you can get across to that side anyway. I'm not sure.
I just found it hard to work out what exactly we're meant to be doing with it.
Yeah, I think it's got something to do with these platforms, because there's one there, and then there's one a bit further over there, which you can turn on with the other switch that goes upwards. So I presume there's a bit that you have to go up to. But there's also a bit underground where you need a red key. But
we haven't found the red key.
No, I've found the red key. I've just noticed it.
Oh, just?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
I say I've just, whilst actually editing the video to put the voiceover on, I've noticed where the red key is. So he'll drop down here and then... So then obviously down here, there's the keyhole behind that little hand thing there, underneath the little health pack. So that's where the red key needs to go. And that's presumably the point at which you progress a bit further into the game.
Well, it's obviously a door of some sort.
Yeah, or a corridor or something.
See, look, hindsight's great, because if that was the case, you wouldn't need to go down there first, would you?
Hindsight, other sources are available.
What's he on about?
He was throwing tomatoes. You said hindsight.
Did you try and make a joke?
I did, yes. It didn't work very well.
Did that work out well for you?
No, it did not.
I did have trouble jumping off these ladders.
Yeah, the ladders were always tricky in games like this.
If we ever do bloopers...
Right, there it is, look, there.
At the top. Oh, I thought that was a heart, you know.
No, that's the key for that, but I don't think you can actually get to it through this way. So I'm not actually sure how you get to it.
So if we ever do bloopers, there is a blooper of me spending, at least 3 hours trying to get off that ladder. At least 3. Yes, if you go up there, what was up there? Can you remember?
Up there goes back to where those moving platforms were.
So it's just kind of, you can just see the end of it there.
Yeah, so I'm not sure how you get to it because I don't think the jump would work across that gap. I think you just hit the reef and fall.
Unless it's luck and you just kind of jump sideways and kind of go in.
Yeah.
Because there's no way you can make it, is there, to go across?
Yeah, I think I might have to fire this up again and have a little look to
You just want the key now.
just to see if I can figure out how you're supposed to get anywhere.
Yeah.
Because there is a yellow key as well, which I picked up on.
Key either.
No, I picked the yellow key up on the last run through.
See, this is really hard because you can't see when that's coming.
No, and then don't seem to be able to actually jump back upon it. So
And that's the lives gone.
yeah,
And Santa goes headfirst into a snowdrift.
as he does in real life all the time. So yeah, definitely an interesting game. So yeah.
The only redeeming feature for me was that it was Santa.
Fair enough. Well, thank you very much for watching. This has been Corapod's Throwback Thursday. A very Merry Christmas from both of us.
Merry Christmas!
And we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye! Merry Christmas!
Bye.